First of all, I just want to thank the Hilltopper Nation and the WKU community and Bowling Green for coming out and supporting our kids last weekend. It was, it was a goal to be able to clinch a championship here in Diddle Arena, and then to see it play out, and for our kids to have that moment in front of our fan base and have a great turnout was a lot of fun. And so I'm really, really, really proud of what our kids accomplished, and the fact that the community engaged and made it a special opportunity for them. And so we're the 1 seed in the tournament, but we still got, 2 this weekend against a very, very good Middle Tennessee team, the number 2 team in the league. They're 20-6 overall. We are an offensive powerhouse. They're actually hitting better than we are on the year. And they're a very veteran team, and it'll be a big challenge. Now we have to go on their senior day to their building and play, what has been a very, very good team all year. And so big challenge. Glad we're not carrying the weight of trying to finish off that conference championship down there. That takes a little bit of pressure off of that. And but this is really good timing. It'll kind of harden us and get us prepared for what's to come during tournament time.
Going into this weekend, like I said earlier, you've had these great teams in the past with Rice and Matt Rockwood now, but you said there's not a lot of pressure on you this time, but you do still have that undefeated conference record. So do you ever think about that record?
I honestly don't. I really honestly don't. It's remarkable when somebody brings it up. It's beyond my comprehension, because I know how hard it is to win both matches of a weekend. And so to have won 70-some conference matches in a row is just unthinkable. And, the last time it was brought up in the locker room one day, and, the last time we lost a conference match, was a lot of our kids were in middle school, and it's just crazy, to think back. And, but I don't. That doesn't mean anything to me. It really does. I don't understand the meaning of it. It means that we've had a lot of success, and for that I'm proud, but it's not something we're trying to keep alive and do. That's what does that mean? What does that get you, other than some more additional pressure that we don't need? And so, that part really is, when that gets broken, then great. It was a great streak, but now let's get back to business.
9 out of 10 conference championships since joining conference, you can say. Take it back to when you joined. Do you think that WKU volleyball will be this dominant, or be able to be this dominant?
No, because of the quality of the league. It's been a league that through that 10-year span, there's been other top 25 programs in the league with us. It's not the case. A lot of times when you see a stretch like this, it's a dominant team in a poor league, and that's not what this has been. We've had multiple teams in the NCAA tournament multiple times out of Conference USA, and I said going into this year, I know Rice is no longer a part of this league, but that I thought the league would be better, and it is. I think we have 5 teams in the top 100 right now, which has been unheard of in the past. And the coaching in this league is incredible right now. I think it's going to continue to get harder moving forward, because there's a lot of emerging programs in this league. And so, no, we didn't know what we were headed into. We knew it would be a step up when we got in the league, but, we've just had a stretch where we've put together some awfully good teams.
When it comes down to this weekend, like you said, you already have the 1 seed in the tournament and whatnot, but do you almost plan for, hey, we could face them against the tournament, we got to see how they're going to play?
Yeah, there's so many schools of thought, right? We may see them again in a week in the tournament. What does that mean? Does that mean you want to send them a message, or does that mean you want to hold back a little bit and not play all your cards and save a few things for tournament time? Or, what does that mean? I don't know if I'm smart enough to figure out what's the right, answer to any of that, but it's a little unique to be. It's not unlike what we did last year. If you remember, we played Rice in our final home game, and then turned around a week later and played Rice in the conference championship, and we played 2 epic 5-set matches. And so Middle Tennessee is certainly a team that could be standing, on championship day at the conference tournament, and we hope that we're standing with them. There's never been a year like this since I've been in Conference USA. I know we've been undefeated to this point, but there's a legitimate 6-7 teams that can win this thing, that can win 3 games in 3 days. And you see a lot of people, those middle, 5-6 teams have all beaten up on each other. And we've somehow stayed above that fray, but we've been in it. Like we've been, you saw FIU push us. You saw Liberty take us to 15-13 in the 5th. You saw, UTEP came in here and had us on the ropes. And so there's a lot of teams that could win this thing. And that's why we work so hard to build RPI, right, is to put ourselves in a position where the advantage we might have over the field when we get to the conference tournament is, the comfort in knowing that we're probably an NCAA tournament team regardless. And so let's go relax and be a good version of ourselves.
What are some of the things you're looking to work on before the regular season?
Yeah, interesting you said that. I just talked to our staff about that. And the answer is, you get this far in, you kind of are, you're who you are for the most part. I don't think we're going to change our stripes too much, in these last couple weeks. You just try to, be a good version of yourself. Now, it's been a little unique because we've had the emergence of Izzy Vanderweely, who's changed us a little bit, and hopefully she continues to trend in a good direction, because that certainly makes us look different out there. But as we get closer to the end, I find myself always returning back to simplistic things. It becomes like you get to tournament time, you're going to be in close games. And so it's really not about big things. It's about communication, and it's about serving, and it's about not letting a ball drop between 2 people, and coverage, and all these little things that might steal you a point or two, because inevitably you're going to be in a 5th set. Inevitably you're going to be in close games, and I think I'm really excited. Certainly having the conference championship in tow already, I'm really excited to be put to the test like we're going to be put this week, because I'm not sure how. If we use it properly, it won't benefit us, because we're going to get tested, which is great right before tournament time. We could get beat, which I'm not sure wouldn't be great right before tournament time. And so, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to the way that this is laid out, because I think it will harden us come tournament time.
Right, just with the tests you guys have had throughout conference and non-conference, it doesn't really seem like a team that needs that sort of wake-up call that you might worry about being undefeated. You feel like they've just been pretty steady throughout? Yeah,
we have been all year. The last, prior to this FIU weekend, the last couple series that we played in Conference USA were against, some of the teams that were in the lower part of the standings. And so I did think we needed to sharpen ourselves a little bit. I was worried about that against FIU. And, as you saw, we lost the first set against FIU on Friday because, they were so physical, and they did some things that we hadn't seen in a few weeks. And so it kind of rocked us, but then we kind of rose our level and stepped back up. And that's kind of what I mean this weekend at Middle Tennessee. Like, if we're not a good version of ourselves, we're going to get it handed to us. And so it will force us to really be locked in and be that, or learn the lesson. And you certainly, if we're gonna have to learn a lesson in the next few weeks, I'd rather it be against Middle Tennessee in the regular season than to be one that could end our conference tournament or end our NCAA tournament.
Signing on Wednesday. How excited are you?
Yeah, what a cool moment. With these signing days come every year, and I always look at it through the lens of a coach, as we're signing new players to come into our program, but to be blessed to see my own son be on the other side of it now and see the excitement growing in him, for him to have the opportunity to sign on Wednesday, is something I'm really looking forward to. We're actually going to be on our way out of town, headed to Middle Tennessee, but the bus is going to stop at South Warren High School, and our entire team and staff and everybody will be there to watch him sign. And I think it's perfect because, he's grown up in our gym. And if you ask him, who's pushed him and where he learned to play the game of volleyball, it was alongside our players. in practices and helping us run drills and playing against them and doing all those things. So our players mean a lot to him, and he means a lot to our players. And so it's going to be really, really cool for all of us to be there on Wednesday to see him sign.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.